Guys, it's Rich here, Collector Car Gallery. We're taking a look at this 1950 Ford two-door custom. This is a very original car. We're going to just do an exterior walk around, kind of show any blemishes or anything. We're also going to do a cold start of this vehicle last, and then we're going to take it for a quick drive in the next another video, and then put it on our lift for an additional video as well. So we're looking at this car for potential online buyer, and we're kind of going to just point to any blemishes there might be on the car. So this is a very, very original car. Probably had one repaint, maybe a few additions like the chrome, air cleaners and stuff like that. But otherwise, just a very original car. Chrome bumpers they're patinaed, okay, for sure. They're not rusted or anything like that, but they are patinaed for sure. But in very good structural shape, okay? As we look at like all this, these chrome bumper pieces and grille pieces, they are in excellent condition. As we look at this bullet nose kind of piece on the shoebox car here, as we'll call it, it all looks very, very nice as well. This is just some water spotting on the car, okay? Let me show you here. Actually cleans up pretty good. So pretty good, solid car up here. Still a 6-volt car, still a 6-volt system. This just looks all original to me, and it just looks like a real solid original car. In the engine compartment, we can see probably the addition of this AFI valve, this air cleaner, and then our intake, and then the dual carb setup here also. Probably would have been like a single oil bath originally, I would think, but I'm not quite positive. All this up here is, I believe this is all original paint up here. This just looks to me like it's never been taken apart, and it has this kind of original patina that I think you would agree with and you could see. So all this under here looks to be original as well. This is again the Ford flat V8, really killer looking vehicle in the engine compartment. So as we look down the side of the car, really just some just minor little door dings and stuff. I'm not seeing any dramatic imperfections in the paint. All this looks, we've got a little scratch maybe right here. Otherwise pretty straight, pretty solid. Windshield is in good shape. Gasket looks like it's in good shape. Got a very little bit of delamination around the vent window, but it still looks very good. Door handles look nice. Chrome trim down the driver's side looks nice as well. These windows look very nice also. On the roof, we see one dent right here. You can kind of see it. It's about the size of my finger. And then there might be, looks like there's one right here. Kind of see it. And then there's one right there. You can see also right there. So it's about the size of, one of my fingers. I don't know, somebody must have dropped something on the roof or something like that. So wheels and hubcaps are in good shape. Tail lights look nice. No issues as far as I can tell like that. Rear bumper is just like the front, it's patinaed, I would say. You can kind of see all this scratches and patina and stuff, but not rotten by any means. As we look in the trunk here, we got let's see, oops, excuse me, get this out of here. Pardon me. So as we look in the trunk, all this is kind of the original tar spray in. Looks like an original matte, which is really cool. And then inside of the trunk floor just looks original, solid and original. Okay, so no issues there. We got the skirts here. I only see one skirt. I'd have to look around to see where the other one is. I'm not sure. Right now, I'm not going to guarantee there are 2 skirts. All this looks original. This is clearly the original paint under here. And then, you know, they didn't repaint in the jambs or underside of the compartments, it looks like. So looking down the passenger side now, taillight bezels, taillights are in good shape. Trim down the passenger side looks good. As I look down the passenger side, really, this is really nice, actually. Not a lot of dents or dings, anything like that. Maybe one small dent down here. We can see right there. See it? And then windows look good. Window trim looks nice. Yeah, really, this is all very nice. This piece here looks like we got a little rub here at one time, and it kind of rubbed, and then, you know, might have pushed it on this trim a little bit. If I remember correctly, we did replace this piece, so this one piece is a repop chrome piece. So passenger side front fender, I will say this, aside from a few little dents, the paint is in actually very, very good condition. It is really in good condition. I think a paintless dent removal guy could remove like that one on the roof. That's probably the only tacky one is the one on the roof. Before we jump in and do the interior, we'll look at the hood and stuff too, but before we do that, I want to do a cold start for you guys also. So you can see here, like, concrete in the warehouse here is, you know, 58 degrees. We'll just put this on like the radiator, 57 degrees. I want to give everybody a really good idea of a cold start on this. We'll do the exhaust manifolds. There's no way to fake that. You can't keep those cold. So on the manifolds, 57 degrees, okay? Right there on the block, okay? So this is 100% cold start, you know, just so we can see it, right? Right there, 57, 57, and just so you guys know it's working. I mean, you know, that's my, put it on my hand here. Hang on one second. Just so you know it's working here. Watch this. See if we can get this on this thing. Get the temperature to raise. There we go. So you can see it's like on my foot now, you know, and it's raising. Get some skin here. 60 degrees. Okay, so you know it's working. I'll show you it's working too. Okay, so start this boy. We'll talk about the interior here in a second too. All right. Clutch in. On. Look at that courtesy light still working. That's cool. Okay, neutral, little choke. Wow. Car fired right away, right now. Let's let it warm up a little bit. Do like 1/4 choke. Awesome. I'll tell you what, guys, this car, not exaggerating one bit, of all the cars in this building, this is probably the one that I can most reliably walk up to and say it's going to start every single time. Temp's going up, temp on the manifolds going right up, way up, you can see. Exhaust manifolds up 100 degrees. So yeah, you guys can see it's working, okay? Let's close this up. Gapping on the hood, looks nice. This is missing, like there's like a little plastic piece that goes in there. That's the only thing that I can think of that's missing off the top of my head. Otherwise, whoops, excuse me, hood wasn't shut. Otherwise, the gaps in the hood look really good. No dents or dings. Pretty impressive, really. Looks good. Choke off. Wow. And now it's just sitting here humming. Really solid car. Yeah, I like this car. Okay, guys, so odometer is reading 6891 right now, and 9/10. So obviously it's rolled over. You know, it's sold it as exempt, obviously. Okay. Here's what I like about this car. Let's shut this off, okay? So here's what I like about this car as we look at the interior now. Okay, and we'll do a drive here in a minute, but as we look at this interior, this is not reproduction stuff, okay? This stuff has never been a part. This is what I like. This car's never been a part in these places. This is all original mohair stuff, okay? These are not reproductions. It's got patina in all the right places. Right here where somebody put their hand or hung their arm out the window for, 60 years or something. It's just really, really, I love this patina on this vehicle. These Bakelite bezels, I mean, you can't buy this stuff, okay? This stuff's very, very difficult to find, all right? This is all original stuff. This mohair interior is original. It looks very, very nice. So well presented for this vehicle. I mean, looks just killer, okay? We got awesome patina on the steering wheel. The steering wheel is not, well, there's some very minor stress cracks starting on the steering wheel, okay? That's not bad though, okay? Very minor. And we got this perfect patina at, basically like 9 and 3, right? Where somebody drove this car all these years. I mean, that's just so cool, right? Dash is original. We even have some of this, all these gauges and stuff are original to this car, with the exception of maybe this one, okay? Maybe this one's been replaced, but get that. Horn works too. Look at this. Original, like, this is where you'd put, like, before they had the stickers up in the window up here, this is how you would record your oil services and stuff. I mean, this stuff is fragile, but how cool is that? So neat. Courtesy lights working, and the tissue box. I mean, how often do you see a tissue box that is still working and operating, okay? Obviously, this was the place for a clock that you could have special ordered a clock probably, and this would have been the plug for it if you didn't want it. I mean, they didn't custom make the dashes, right? Made to order. They were made with the availability to put all this stuff in, like a radio or a clock or whatever. And if you didn't want them, boom, you got a plug. So, right? Henry Ford, man. Cool stuff. Let's walk around to the passenger side and we'll look here. All this glass is original glass. You can see it's got Ford logos on it too. I didn't mention that. All those Fomoco stuff, Ford Motor Company. Tissue box in excellent shape. These are probably, I'll bet you that's $500. I'm not even kidding. Got this cardboard we got to tuck back in here. This cardboard's supposed to be tucked in here. That's not a big deal though. Look at this stuff. I mean, those are original stickers. How cool is this? I will put this vehicle up against any other vehicle in the country for originality in this price point right now, okay? You're not gonna find this. This is all original stuff, okay? And you may say, your wife might get in and say, it's kind of dingy looking. Well, you gotta be able to appreciate that you're sitting in something, and these are the exact seats that somebody sat in 1950. These are the exact seats, exact coils, exact mohair coverings. I mean, really cool stuff. Sorry. Cool stuff. So, as you can see, everything is in really, really good shape. All those pieces are intact and like they're supposed to be. I mean, this is important stuff, really. This is important historical stuff. I mean, really cool. And, my guess is, if you look at this thing, I'm going to say whoever had this car didn't have kids, because guess what would be out here of this window? This would be a little more worn. This window would have been up and down more. There would have been some patina on this armrest, just like this one, right? This is where somebody hung their arm outside the window all those years ago. And guys, I'm a sucker for this sort of patina on a car. It's just perfect. So, all right, guys. I'll start this thing up. We'll do a quick drive, then we'll throw it on the lift so you guys can see the underside of it, okay? Rich, Collector Car Gallery.